Hi there, and welcome back to my channel. Great to see back. Today's story is about a man most people overlooked, but what they didn't know is that he once held life in his hands until he lost everything. This is the powerful and emotional story of Jonah, the invisible hero. At hospital, Jonah was just the janitor. He wore faded shoes, kept his head down, and worked the graveyard shift when most of the world was asleep. But what made Jonah different weren't the floors he cleaned. It was the little handwritten notes he left behind. Have a nice day. Get well soon. Don't give up. I believe in you. No one knew who was writing them, but patients began saving them, sharing them, and soon, everyone started calling the mystery writer the Midnight Healer. But behind those notes was a past no one could imagine. Jonah used to be someone else. Years ago, he was Dr. Jonah Elias, a renowned trauma surgeon. Respected. Brilliant. But one tragic night changed his life forever. While he was deep in surgery saving a stranger, his wife and daughter were in a car crash. His wife died at the scene. His daughter, Nia, was rushed into the emergency and take her directly to the operation theater, but Jonah, shaking with grief, had to operate on her himself. He failed. She died on his table. He vanished the next day. No one heard from him again. Years later, he returned under a fake name and took a janitor job at the very same hospital. Not to reclaim his title, but to stay close to the broken, the hurting, and the forgotten. He didn't want praise. He wanted to serve in silence. Then came Khalil, a 10-year-old boy battling cancer. Curious, full of imagination, and obsessed with space. Jonah grew close to him, quietly cheering him on, even carving a tiny wooden rocket as a gift. Every night, Khalil would smile through the pain just to talk to Mr. Janitor. But the doctors gave up, said there was no point continuing treatment. Too dangerous. Too little hope. Jonah knew he couldn't let another child slip away. That night, he stayed up late and rewrote Khalil's treatment plan from scratch, using everything he still knew from his surgeon days. He submitted it anonymously. The plan gave Khalil a real shot. When an emergency hit during the procedure and the lead surgeon panicked, Jonah stepped in, masked, focused, and calm. No one recognized him in the moment. His hands were steady, his knowledge flawless. And Khalil survived. But secrets never stay hidden in hospitals. A nurse noticed. Not his face, but the way he moved. The way he saved a life. Jonah was exposed. Fired immediately. He didn't argue. Didn't plead. He simply smiled at Khalil one last time and disappeared again. But this time, something changed. Years later, Khalil grew up, became a doctor himself, and started an organization called the Hands of Jonah. This kind and generous movement that spreads anonymous kindness and hope in hospitals everywhere. And those little notes, they still appear. In waiting rooms, on hospital beds, on mirrors. No one knows who's writing them now. But somewhere, maybe in another city, Jonah's still walking quiet hallways changing lives, one note at a time. Jonah's story reminds us that the world may forget your name, but it can never ignore your kindness. You don't need a title to make an impact, just heart. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, comment your thoughts, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more stories that speak to the soul. Until next time, stay kind and stay human.